Is day 14 of the Codger Challenge 2025. Still thoroughly enjoying my blend. Thoroughly. Do you ever say a word and then it doesn't sound right in your head, and then you say it several more times, and then you lose the thread of like it sounding correct in any form? I have that happen every now and then. You'll have to excuse the lighting and everything. I'm in my truck and I'm sitting in my alley right now, about to go pick up a buddy of mine and then head up to our other buddies, so that way I can figure out why my CPU keeps getting so hot that it shuts my computer off. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying my my mix. And I'm pretty sure I've stated it before, probably a couple of times, because my short-term memory is absolutely gone. I'm not posting a video a day because of the Codger Challenge. I'm doing it because I'm trying to force myself out of my comfort zone and to try and make myself more used to speaking on camera. When I'm speaking in person to someone, it generally just flows. There's no pauses, no having to think. Everything just kind of is there. The camera, however, just wipes all that away. And I know there's a few other presenters doing the Codger Challenge that have like the same deal. And I cannot for the life of me remember the names right now because the camera is on me. I know one of them is a police officer, or was. I think he's still a police officer. He's got some great videos. I will try to remember to post his channel's name in my what is it called? the additional information aspect for the video. I think he's doing a giveaway right now. All I saw was the thumbnail. I haven't had a chance to watch that or really any other videos, because last night I turned on my computer and my fan sounded like a jet engine from the moment I turned it on. And then I checked the temperature, or temperatures, and my CPU is at 95 degrees. So I promptly shut it off and then turned it back on again. And it was still ridiculously hot when I turned it back on. So now I'm taking it over to a buddy's, like I said, to have him look at it. I feel like Dr. Pepper owes the piping community some free drinks with all the airtime they get in these videos. Not from myself, but everyone else. I think I'll try to remember to put as many new presenters as I can remember into my description. I'm fairly certain if you're watching my videos, you're probably also watching all of theirs, but I'll throw it in there just in case. There's a lot of fun new ones. I think that's really all I have to say. So I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna pick up my buddy, try and figure out what's going on with my computer. We got it buckled up in the back there. I don't know if it's the thermal paste or if it's the water pump on the water cooler for the, what do I have? 3950X. It's like a 32 core, which is, I don't know anything about computers. And one of my buddies was the one who convinced me to get it. And apparently it's some crazy overkill thing. And in my mind, I went, oh, some crazy overkill thing. Well, that's great. Like, then I don't have to worry for a while, right? Like it'll stay good for a few years or whatever. I did not pack this well. What I didn't realize was that the crazy overkill thing is apparently also potentially the issue with it, because they're prone to overheating. They run a lot higher. So I should probably do my research before listening to one person blindly, I guess. I don't know. Terrible with technology. Like, I'm absolutely terrible. Which is funny because I grew up, I'm 40, so I grew up with Nintendo and all that, and then when I was a younger kid, we had a gaming PC, and I went through all that. And I went to school for computers and doing some other stuff and web design. But chemo or being in and out of consciousness for months at a time, or the dying, I don't know. One of them, or the combination of all of them, wiped most of my memories pre-19. Pre me being 19 years old, which is when that happened. So yeah, I can remember going, but I don't remember anything about it. And it's the same way with in kindergarten through first grade, I think, I learned French, and from what the little I remember, I was fluent enough to carry on prolonged conversations. All of that's gone. And then I learned Spanish in high school. Never used it, so all of that was gone for the if you don't use it, you lose it aspect. And then I learned Japanese. Used that for a while. And I've forgotten almost most of it. I can still understand the gist of what's happening in regards to a conversation. But if I have to speak it, I only remember the bad things, which I think is kind of where everyone starts out with languages anyway. So it's like I'd be starting over. And then Korean is similar in a lot of ways. My first business partner was Korean. And I learned some of that from him. Not as much as all the other ones, but enough that I confuse the good things with the bad things in terms of sentences. So I'm very tentative about using, like, saying thank you in Korean. Or anything else, because I feel like I'll end up mixing up something that should never be said. Like when you learn a language, like I said, people always end up teaching you the profanities and whatnot and all the things that you should not say. And I'm always afraid one of those will end up being the thing that I remember. All right, well, this has gotten pretty long. I'm going to let this go here. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy a pipe, and God bless.